Good morning, Void. Well, it's morning for me. It is June 18th, 2021. It is currently 8:34 a.m. I just wanted to make a quick video pre-ketamine infusion to see if it makes a huge difference, which I know it does, but it's just stuff that's I've noticed increased pain all over, but I'm guessing that has to do with sensory processing issues, to where things just register as pain that shouldn't. And I think ketamine infusion helps with that, because I don't know why else I would be experiencing increased pain. I've had migraines for days now. It feels sinus related though, like due to allergies or whatever. So I'm hoping that the ketamine infusion helps with the pain level of that. And I did mention something in the last video, like unrelated, but whatever, of how the others have made me like spit out like cough drops and gum and stuff before while I've been passing out. I just I don't know. When I watched it back, it seemed like I meant just, spit it out wherever, or like spit it on myself, spit it near myself. No, they make me actually wake up enough to walk to the garbage to spit something out, or to spit something out in Kleenex or something, so I'm not just unconscious spitting it out and be like, oh, it was them that made me spit it out. No, they'll be like, hey, you can't do this. We're gonna choke. So yeah, they'll be pushing me and pushing me and pushing me and be like, come on, take care of this, because we're gonna end up choking. You can't stay conscious for much longer. So yeah. Ow, that's what I meant by that. And also, don't know if I can talk about this now, but maybe without giving so much detail, that, this is stuff I've mentioned in passing before, but I never really put it all together, all the details together, to talk about it, and I don't think that I'm going to do that now, but Monday will be a month since I've taken LSD, so Monday the 21st will be a month, and I really want to do it. I really feel as though we need this, and that also helps with migraines. And also I'm still working on us to fix us. And I know the smart thing to do would be to wait until I talk to my therapist on Friday, the 25th. But I don't know. Also, in case I do too much and bad things happen, it'll be nice to know that I have therapy soon. But it's do I really want to add more shit on top of the other shit that I have to talk about? So I don't really know. There's no solid plan in place. So it's going to be either Monday or next Friday with LSD. We'll see. Or possibly even longer. I don't know. And after this dose, I'm not going to have any. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford more. If I'm going to be getting ketamine infusions every month, I don't see how I can afford LSD as well. Which sucks, because it's not a party for me. When I take LSD, it's not a fucking party. Shit opens up, things happen. it's a healing process, and it's a tool for therapy to work through mental illness. I am sober, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned this. I am not on anything. I'm very, very much groggy, though. I did not take ketamine last night. Last night was supposed to be a ketamine last night. Last night was supposed to be a ketamine night. And I decided not to take any since I am having a ketamine infusion this morning. I just don't want to do, or I don't want to have too much in my system at once, because you do build a tolerance as well to ketamine, not like you do to LSD, but you still build a tolerance. So I want to avoid tolerance fucking myself with ketamine, because I need this to actually function day to day. I have a laptop on the way that I have to go pick up that I got for free for school through an organization that helps disabled people or just broke people that want to go back to work or to school, and they help with that. And they help with expenses that you may not be able to cover. So that laptop will be good for meetings and everything, so I don't have to keep fucking stressing about my computer. My poor computer. I'm just waiting for it to frickin' fry anytime now. And the frustration with the webcam of, yes, it does look way better in Zoom than it does like when I record video, but it's still a fucking process to get it to work every time lately. Every single time I want it to work, it's like I have to unplug it or uninstall it, then unplug it, then let it sit, then replug it, then see if it'll work, and then it won't recognize it right away, so I have to do it again. It's like all this prep just to fucking get my camera to work so I can attend like team mental health meetings and my classes to prep me for college. So it's a pain in the ass. And hopefully once I get that laptop, I won't have to worry about that. And I'm thinking about using it for recording the trip reports as well. If that is, yeah, I can just add storage to it and it'll be fine, and then it won't fuck it up for school, hopefully. Because I need a better setup. And I don't know, since I'm going to be attending regular therapy again, I don't know how much I'm going to be using this as an outlet. But regardless, I will go back to trip reports, because that was the whole fucking idea behind this to begin with. And then it became my video therapy in the absence of my therapist. But yeah, I feel really shitty right now just because of being groggy and the anxiety of not going through with this today. Like something getting in the way of relief. So I'm stressed about that. Hopefully everything works out. I don't know why it wouldn't, but it's just where my mind automatically goes. So I might be back later to record. And it's like when I get these ketamine infusions, it's not like I'm fucked up for the whole day. Like, just in case I haven't explained this before, and in case anyone comes across this, you know, floating through the void, or comes across this in another way and is interested in ketamine infusions, they are fucking intense. I will give you that. While you are getting the infusion, it's fucking intense. It's really intense. But as soon as they disconnect you from the IV, it's like you instantly start to sober up, so to speak. You still are off balance and everything for probably the rest of the day, but your head isn't in a fog, or you don't feel fucked up. You don't feel like you're on something, but you're a little off for the rest of the day, unless you sleep it off. I think if you sleep it off, then you're fine. You're completely fine. Sometimes I have trouble with that, though. I do highly recommend ketamine infusions to anyone suffering with most conditions because it seems to help with almost everything. It is not a miracle cure. There is no such thing. But it will absolutely help with depression and OCD and even ADHD because it helps you focus, and without needing the aid of ADHD meds, without needing stimulants that have so many side effects. And that counts for a lot, especially for people who have Tourette syndrome and have bad reactions to stimulants, because it's like it was very hit or miss with me with taking Concerta. I've been on Concerta on and off for years, and Ritalin, which are essentially the same thing, just one's longer acting. But sometimes it would hit and it'd be golden for a couple hours, completely golden. I could focus, no ticking, nothing. Fantastic. If it was perfect dose, if it hit right, if I didn't eat, it was like perfect. But it was like I didn't know exactly what to do to get that perfect reaction. And then other times it would give me a migraine and I'd shake and I'd tick and tick and tick, more so because just it got to a very agitating place. So I'm glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. I noticed taking Concerta after retrieving ketamine therapy for the first time, it hit wrong every time. So, and then I realized I didn't fucking need it. Like I could focus at any time, as long as I wasn't like in migraine mode or too tired or too drained or whatever. But it was like I could focus at any time and have the ability to hyper-focus at any time, which is cool. Ketamine infusions also help with pain. They've helped me with migraines. It's not marketed as help for migraines because it does give headaches as a side effect. But as far as migraines go, I think it helps as a preventative for sure. But that's just me, and migraines are different for everybody. What works for one person may not work for the next, because there's a ton of treatments that I've been on that has helped so many people that just haven't helped me. Especially abortive medication. I have not found an abortive medication that has actually helped. There has been a few times where it has, like right after my hysterectomy and right after I first started ketamine therapy. It's like the abortive medications would work, but they went back to not working. And plus, I don't like to mix them with the ketamine. Like, I'm thinking maybe that's why I was having bad reactions to them, or they're not working. It's just they don't mix with ketamine. I'm not sure. I'm not a fucking chemist. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea. But this is just my experience with it. But yeah, it helps with a lot of things. It helps me function. It helps with executive functioning in an amazing way, which I was not expecting first going into this because they didn't say anything about that. But being able to start and complete tasks is fucking amazing. To be able to attend class, which I haven't been able to attend class at all this week due to migraines and just wanting to not be here anymore. Just not wanting to be fucking conscious. So, yeah, I couldn't fucking make it to class. And I said something yesterday that I was going to go for a migraine treatment, which I know that was bullshit, even though it was offered to me. But the last time I went for a treatment, it was fucking terrifying, so I decided against it. Like, I'll suffer through the fucking pain, but I still won't be able to fucking go to class because I can't function. Because last time I went in for treatment, it was an infusion, and I panicked and left. I was left unattended, and I was drugged up to fucking hell, and I ended up taking off because I freaked out. I was on, it was something I was never given before, and it caused a lot of anxiety and a lot of confusion, and then it put me into fight or flight mode. Thank you, hospital. Just running home, which takes me about a half an hour or more, depending on what route I take, and the walk from the hospital home, and being completely disoriented, and it being like 20 degrees out, and all I was wearing was an extremely thin hoodie, because I wasn't planning on walking home. I was planning on taking a taxi or whatever, but that just didn't happen. So yeah, I didn't feel the need to dress for the weather, because the less I have to carry, the better. But I don't want to go through that again. Even though it is warmer out, I don't want to be in that panicked state of mind. Not good. And especially not knowing how long that stuff stays in the system, and then going today for a ketamine infusion. I just think it would have been a bad idea. So hopefully this just helps. And if not, then I know 100% when I do take LSD, that will knock out the migraine. It always does. I've never gone into it with a migraine and then left with a migraine. That's never happened. Because I've taken LSD well in full migraine mode before, and it takes it the fuck away. As soon as the come up is over, of course. Because the come up makes everything worse. Temporarily. And then you get to a place where everything is better. And everything is comforting. Although, that might not be the case this time around. But I'm not going to get into that. That is it for now. I will be back after the ketamine infusion. So, later. Hello again, Boyd. It is June 18th, 2021. It is currently 10:36 p.m. I had my third ketamine infusion today. And I'm currently fucked up on the two hybrids, Skunk Hero and Critical, and Mystery Dust. Today was interesting. The ketamine infusions always are. I was dissociating hard and couldn't shut up. Kept talking and talking. I told my mom about Mr. B. And yeah, she knows his real name. I feel like I may have said things that I shouldn't have, and I don't remember. I hate that. I just don't remember. I know at one point, one of them started to get really agitated and made me yell. Yell? I don't know. I don't know if it was yell, but say aggressively, listen. And I think my voice cracked in there and everything. But whoever it was really fucking serious. And then my mom started laughing. Which made me start laughing. And made whoever else in there start laughing. Like, who did that? But yeah, they wanted to speak, and they were getting frustrated. Because, you know, it's easier to push me out if I'm dissociating, and I think that's what they're trying to do. But because I was talking, I was still grounded there. At times, it felt like I was getting shut down. I don't know. It's very strange. The infusions are so strange because it is like you're in two different realms at the same time. If it wasn't so sedating, it would be fucking terrifying. Absolutely. 100%. I don't really feel any positive effects yet from the ketamine, but that seems to be the case with me, is I don't feel it the first day. Found some interesting things because I added to a post that I already had made using reference pictures and to what the fragments look like. And I used some from, where was I going with this? Fuck's sake. Okay. I was getting old pictures together out of photo albums of 18-year-old me, which is what Candy looks like. And I have pictures in there that I don't know why they're in there. They're actual pictures of fucking static. Why? Why did I keep those? The pictures, like, got corrupted. The film got corrupted or whatever. And it just was static. And they're in the album with all the other pictures. Not behind any pictures or anything, just there. Like any other one. I'm like, why? Why the fuck do I have pictures of static? The fuck's my problem? So there's that. When we were outside, I was feeling a lot of Mr. B and Dante and Animal and Mr. B's other form, which is weird. Okay, so we figured out he does flow from side to side, which is what I wanted. Having Mr. B on the left side with me and Donatello and Animal and Candy, because that's the logical side. And then having the other one in the right with the rest of them. So he just flows back and forth like I can flow back and forth. It sucks the others can't do that. But he can flow like I can flow. But he changes form when he does it. And yeah, fantasy world, whatever. Playing pretend, imaginary. I don't know what the fuck's going on inside my head. Fuck's sake. I'm getting even more irritated with it. Because I fucking hate sounding crazy, but I love them. and I want to talk about them. I hate feeling like I have to keep them as my dirty little secrets. Because that's not what they are to me. They're nothing I should be ashamed of, no matter what they are. Anyways, I think that is it. I'm not going to do the experiment. Okay. I'm not going to do the experiment. I am too out of it. Just too much. And I know that would probably be like prime condition to do that, since I do keep dissociating. But it's just nothing I'm feeling right now. So another day. That's it for now. Later.